and not often do I learn from real estate agents, especially about my profession. Hello, everyone. This is Matt Hoos with Sawhorse, and I've got an exciting guest with me today. I've got Christopher Mator-Rogers, and he's a green real estate agent. So I will have to give you kudos. We were in a clubhouse meeting, and you brought up some interesting points in that meeting. And not often do I learn from real estate agents, especially about my profession. You brought up some things about hybrid heat pump water heaters, and I'm like, oh, that's an interesting selling point. I would have never thought about that. So can you tell us a little bit about like why, and this is just a fun fact, like why hybrid heat pump water heaters are good if you have an electric vehicle?
Yeah, certainly. And this is one of those things where I say, this is my firsthand experience by living and having these technologies in my house. I'm aware of what it's actually like living with them. And so you can find some of these side benefits. So the enemy of an electric car is heat, which is why most electric cars have a thermal management system on board, except for the Nissan Leaf. They decided to save money and make theirs passively air cooled. But a heat pump water heater, which I love from the efficiency standpoint, getting rid of a gas water heater and also being drastically, 4 to 5 times more efficient than a standard electric water heater. It has side benefits. It's using that heat pump, acting a lot like a dehumidifier. So when it runs the warm air in your space past the coils, moving that heat into the water tank, it is cooling and therefore dehumidifying that extra air. So when your heat pump water heater is in a garage, for example, and you have an EV in there, that heat pump water heater is going to be cooling that air. It's going to be taking the heat from that hot garage, putting it into the water tank, cooling your garage, and therefore can help your EV. So a lot of times when you, especially in the summertime, you come home, you plug your car in, and your thermal management system on the car will kick in while it's charging because you're adding heat to that battery while it's charging. Maybe you just did a long road trip and it's hot, or it's the ambient air. So potentially by cooling the air in your garage with a heat pump water heater, you can help reduce the heat load on your battery. And if there is some heat given off by your battery, you can sink it right back into that heat pump water heater. Or check out my website, all about green homes here in Atlanta, greenhomesatl.com. It's a great resource, and you've got all of our contact info on there.
Okay. All right. Thanks again for joining us.
Thank you.